greatness, the greatness.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So if you know, then you know, I own a hair company, and I've had my hair company for years. I've sold so much hair, and as I keep growing in the hair industry, I try to bring you things that will, you know, grow with the times, and also just have a different variety of, you know, wigs. Not everyone likes lace, and honestly not even everyone likes wigs. So I also sell bundles, wigs, clip-ins, and now I have my new product, which is flip over half wigs. So what made me kind of like decide to try to go into a direction of having more looks that are kind of more natural is because as I get older, I don't know if I'm like aggravated or what, but me and lace, we have not been getting along. Like, I first started to wear frontals, and then I absolutely don't wear frontals anymore. And then now I'm like a glueless closure wig person, but now also that's kind of aggravating me. So then as I grow, then I want to offer the products to my clients too, because not everyone wants a lace and not everyone wants a closure wig, and some people want clip-ins, and some people go get quick wigs, so they want bundles and things like that. So with this, I still like to offer quick and convenient styles, because that's just how I live my life. And I always feel like I love something that's I can throw on and take off and kind of like let my hair breathe. So with this new product, you're able to do just that. The flip over half wigs are new. So what made me kind of like decide to add flip over half wigs even more than everything I just said is because I ended up doing a flip over quick weave on myself, and that video is also on my channel, so make sure you go check that out. But when I did that, I loved it. However, I really only wanted that style for that weekend, and I hated that I had to take the bundles out. Like, I did all this quick weaving and da-da-da, and I really only wanted it for a Mother's Day weekend when I went out of town. So I was like, dang, like, this is a cute style, but I'm not a person who likes to be confined to a style. Like, I will have on a flip over half wig today, a lace closure wig tomorrow, a bob the day after, a clip-ins for the next 4 days. Like, every day it's like something different, like depending on like my life. Like, if I'm not doing much, I'm not going anywhere, I'll wear clip-ins or my real hair, whichever, like either one. But then if I get ready to go somewhere, clip-ins will come out, bob will go on, you know? So basically just another option. So I offer 3 different textures in the flip over half wigs, and I want to show you those side by side and kind of tell you exactly why I chose these textures. I tried to make this to where I have a texture that kind of goes with every hair texture possibly. So we have our deep curly. If you've ever shopped with me and you've worn our deep curly bundles, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just like a curly, basically. The general basic kind of curl that you would see mostly everywhere. So in the middle here, I've kind of like combed it out. And then right here is how it is. And you know, all of these have been co-washed, by the way. I also recommend you co-washing them once you get them. And then as you can see from here, we have a looser like curl. So this is actually water wave. This is more wavy, and if you follow me on my Instagram, then you see how I styled that, and you can easily just kind of crimp the front of your hair, and this would just be everything. With this, I feel like you could do wand curls to match your hair texture here. Now this one, oh my gosh, this is my favorite texture. It is so cute. Like, look at the coils. Like, if you have that like 4C, or maybe is it 4C, like I don't know, 3A, B, you know, I don't know, but however, like these coils, look at that, so cute. This is actually my favorite texture. It is our Spanish curly. As you can imagine, if you pull this apart, this hair gets really big. It's super cute. This hair gets a little big too. This one does not at all. This one falls a little bit more flat. So you know, just wanted to show you guys these. And yeah, these flip over half wigs are just everything, very full, as you can see. None of them are thin. They are made with 3 bundles each. And yeah, so let's get into it, y'all. Now that you got a pretty good understanding as to my company, we are going to be installing this beautiful one. This is the Spanish curl, and let's get it. Okay, so to start out, I'm gonna start off with some kind of old hair that's like a week old silk press, and I kind of like this because it's not as silky. It's kind of easier to blend out with the hair. So as you can see, I've already had my leave out parted out, and I have it going starting from the back of my ear, and I have mine in a U shape, and that's because of my hairline. As you can see, I have thinner edges, so I have to do it in a U shape, and that's basically because you don't want a lot of leave out. As you can see, I only have like 1 inch worth of leave out, but because my edges are so thin, that's kind of how I have to do it. Again, just 3 braids in the back, nothing major. You can also do a ponytail. You don't even have to braid your hair down. Now for me, I like to do baby hairs. You don't have to do baby hairs. It's basically just whatever you want to do and how you want to do it. For me and my hairline, and as you can see, my edges are a little bit finer. It just looks better for me, and because I have a really big forehead. So I just like to press my hair out because it makes it easier to kind of use the edge control, because as you can see, I don't have a perm. So like getting it as silky as possible will work because it just kind of helps with the edge control. So again, baby hairs is totally up to you. You do not have to do it. So these are the products that I'm going to be using while I kind of style my hair. Make sure you shop that Evelyn Rose Fixed Hairspray. It works really, really good. Again, baby hairs is up to you. I don't have a tutorial for you. Every time I do it, it's literally a guessing game for me. So just try your best to figure it out on your own. The wigs have 3 combs in the front, 1 in the back, and then it also has adjustable straps, and as you can tell, it is stretchy and breathable as well. And I generally like clips, so I may sew one in, we'll see. So we're trying this part together. So I'm gonna just do it like you would do a normal wig, you know, and put this at the back of my head. And then take your comb and then secure it back here behind underneath the band and in your braids. Okay. And then, so of course it's right here. And then I am going to move it to where it's supposed to be. Let's see. Get my leave out. Okay. Maybe flip it upside down wasn't the best way to do it, but it does feel tight like immediately. So yeah. All right, now that I got my leave out, there's a comb on this side. I'm gonna like stick it in. Where's that comb? Okay. And then there's a comb in the front. And then I'm going to stick it in. Okay, and then got my hair out right here, my leave out. And then I'm gonna take this comb. And then another issue is that I have on super long nails. Like, oh my God. This is like the longest I've ever worn my press-ons. And okay, so it's on. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That was so easy. I'm not even on everything. This is my first time putting this wig on. I swear to y'all, I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not the fake influencer. Not at all. Okay, let's see. How do I feel about it? I do feel like the band does help. Now, because this is my first time wearing it with just what I have, I don't know if it's gonna have slippage. When I first put this on with the water wave one, I did an anchor braid, which is like right behind my leave out. I put a braid that just kind of went like all around here. I feel like I should have done that with this, because then that, you know, goes into the combs, and because it's behind your hairline, you don't lose your edges. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like pulling it out, and the combs didn't hurt, but it kind of like went into the anchor braid. But I have on long press on, so I couldn't really do that small braid. I can only do the big ones. So I feel like I may have somebody braid me like a small anchor braid and then put the combs in that with the band, And I also have on a size small. I feel like I could have, no, because I just moved this. Okay, I like a size small. I was in between on sizes and I wanted to give my clients like a really good whatever about the sizing, a good little type of thing. Okay, so right now my hair is not blended. Obviously it's just like sitting on top. So but this is what it looks like without me blending. Like, this is so cute. This is definitely gonna be my favorite. I knew this was gonna be my favorite one because I've always wanted curly hair. I feel like I've never had a hair texture like, you know how people have like 4C, 3B, 2A, all kind of, like, I feel like, I don't know if my mom gave me perms early, but I feel like I've always had like straight hair. I've never had, like, even when I went natural, I've never really had curls. So this is actually very refreshing to be like, okay girl, period. Okay, so the thing I want to tell you about is that, so even though I did my hairline like this is further up, it's because I want to leave the least amount possible. If I went behind my ear right here, it would have been all the way back here. You don't want to leave a lot of leave out. I do know that for a fact because the more you leave out, the more you have to blend and the more it kind of like separates the two on how they look. You get what I'm saying? So the reason why I did kind of like a U shape is because my edges are thin here and then I have more hair on top. So I had to bring this part back because obviously I need to leave some more hair out right here. And then, but I didn't need to leave that much out here. So, but because this is a U part, it actually bends to however you want. So like you can bring it up here and then pull this part back. So that's how it's sitting, like, you get what I mean? So that's fine. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do the blend out. Let me show you what the back is looking like. Now for styling our leave out, I'm going to use this small wand curler and I'm only going to use the very smallest tip because I want to do some barely there curls and it's not perfect. And that's what I like about these wigs, and that's why I say they're beginner friendly, because as you can see, anyone can do this. I'm not doing too much to my hair. It's just so easy to do. Now, like I said, I did go ahead and sew in that clip because I like clips, and I did feel like it was more secure than the comb in the front, and it didn't have any slippage when I did this. So as you can see, here I go. We're gonna go ahead and put it on. And remember in the first one, I kind of put it on like, and I made it to where the front of my head. So as you can see right here, I pull my hair out in the front, place the wig there. Then I do the same method of pulling my hair back behind, putting the band on and then putting my hair behind the band. And then my leave out is already out instead of pulling it out like I did the last time. From there, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the clip and then clip it right into my hair. And like I said, this grips it so much better and it does not bother my hair at all, and it helps it from slipping so much better. Like, I love this way. Just put your combs in and pull your hair out. That's it, y'all. Like, ooh, I love this so much. You can't tell me that you can't do this. You can't tell me that you can't do this. I know you can do this. I got a day old hair. I got a barely there wand curls, and I put it on, and this is with no product. This is how the curl looks with no product. This is my most popular selling curl, period. I sell these in bundles. This is the deep curly. I sell them in lace closure wigs, frontal wigs, and then now, of course, this flip over wig. And y'all, I love it. You can flip it over either way, whatever your hairline prefers, like a ponytail, and everyone loves a half up, half down ponytail because this is so cute and flirty. Y'all, you can't tell me that you can't do this. You can't tell me that this should not be in your collection of some type of hair in between styles, or everyday style, or going to the gym. This is literally perfect for any occasion. If you're a gym girly, headband, you don't even have to worry about your lace, your tracks, none of that. You can take it off if you want to. Like, it's just so easy and convenient. Y'all, get into it. Now that I kind of styled my hair in the front, I did want to put the Spanish curl back on and pull the curls out just so I can show you the type of curl that it is and how this hair gets kind of like big, it has more volume to it. As you can see, the coil in this hair is smaller than the other, so this is perfect for my girls who have more curly hair texture that blends better with this. Minimal leave out, ladies. You can do a little bit of water, and again, like I said earlier, I feel like when you have day old hair or just not so perfect hair, it helps make it look so much more natural with the curly hair. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what to say. This is just beautiful. Like, I love it with the headband. I love it in the ponytail. This is so all purpose. This is in between hairstyles. This is literally everything. You can rewear these. It's just like bundles. It lasts up to over a year, and you can just keep rewearing it. This should be in your collection. So let me know which one you would prefer down below in the comments, and if you would wear this wig. Also, don't go anywhere, because at the end of this video, I'm going to have more information about sizing. But yeah, I love this wig. It's super fun and flirty. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok, and I have way more tutorials. Shop EvalynRose.com, and I hope to see you in my next video. Stay tuned for the next part. Okay, so when it comes to sizing, now, this is going to get a little tricky, but I want you to stay with me. I'm only going to give you these examples and tell you this because I want you to kind of understand and make the best decision for yourself. So, they're coming small, medium, and large. If you wear a small in a wig, get a small. If you wear a medium in a wig, get a medium. If you wear a large, get a large. Now, that's just my disclaimer. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples and recommendations on why you may want to decide on what you would want to pick, okay? Now, mind you, a small is a 21 circumference, a medium is a 22 circumference, a large is a 23 circumference. All of the wigs stretch, the caps stretch, like they go back, okay? So keep that in mind as well. There's only a 1 inch difference, 1 to 1.5 inch difference in between each cap. So the worst thing you want to do is have something that's too small versus something that's too big, in my opinion, okay? So I wear a medium wig cap. I decided that I was gonna get a small because in my head, I was like, well, I took one of my lace closure wigs and I just kind of like pushed it back. When I did that, I had extra space in the back. So I was like, oh, well, then I probably need a small instead of a medium, right? That may be something that you're thinking as well. The reason why I don't suggest that is because after I received it and I asked for a small cap, I realized that they actually made it for that size. You get what I'm saying? So basically, if they would have made a full wig, let's say you have a frontal, because basically this is the back. You could actually put a frontal on this. Clock that T. You could actually put a frontal on this. You could really glue a frontal down and put this on the back and just keep changing out your frontals instead of getting a whole new wig. I didn't even think of that. I didn't think of that. Anyways, so I thought that they were gonna make it, you know, based on like a whole head size. Well, they didn't. They basically made it just like a frontal wig. So in a frontal wig, you would have the frontal piece here, and then the rest of the wig would start back here. And then that's basically how this is. So when I bought the small, it's really tight on my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have definitely gotten my medium and been okay with that. Also, you have to think about the fact that you have braids in the back. You're gonna have your normal hair in the back. You get what I'm saying? So if your hair, if you have to put down a whole bunch of braids or you have a lot of hair, you also don't want to go to a smaller size, if that makes sense, okay? So yes, the small does fit me. It is snug. That doesn't mean that I don't like the fact that it's snug. It just means that I could definitely do the medium. Also, I have a flat head. I don't know, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but my head doesn't dome out. I have more of a bigger head at the front, and it's like TV screen flat at the back. So therefore, I also knew that a small would fit me. You get what I'm saying? So think about the back of your head. We're not thinking about the entire head. We're thinking about the back of your head. But to be safe, get the size that you wear. Get the size that you wear. Okay? Get your normal head size.